Hi there, myself Sanjay, previous GitHub Campus Expert. Now I'm going to show you how you can apply for GitHub Campus Expert in 2025. Now let's understand what is GitHub Campus Expert. Before getting into it, I hope you guys know what is GitHub is all about. So this is like a platform where you can do open source work, put your code on the remote repositories, and you can manage the version control. And if you are not familiar with it, I have created the entire date playlist on how to get started with the GitHub Campus Expert, GitHub profile, and how you can earn all these badges and how you can maintain your streaks and how you can find pretty much good open source portfolios out there. All right, so let's come back to the GitHub Campus Expert. So once you have the account and you've been using for like a 6 months, then you will be automatically eligible for the Campus Expert. So being a Campus Expert, you are proficient enough on GitHub and you are proficient enough to teach someone in your campus about what is GitHub is all about. So this is all about community, very inclusive. So where you go and teach people about the purpose of open source and why you need to be part of the open source. So that's the core idea of being a campus expert. You have the right to conduct event behalf of GitHub, and you will be backed by GitHub on the swags, goodies, or any monetary support from GitHub to host any event in your universities, or not in your university, anywhere in the world. All right, so this is one of the advantage you will be getting as a campus expert. Now I will be putting the links in the description box. So this is how it looks like. Being a student campus expert is a lot of benefits. You will be connected with amazing mindset of people from all around the world, and there will be like an application they used to get receive for like 9,000, 10,000 application per year, and they only select maybe around 100, 150 people, I think less than 100 people in every year. So I would say this is one of the very hardest community to get into it. So hardest, I say, it gonna be very much good for you. All right, so yeah, you can do hackathons, meetups, and a lot of other things. You can help them teaching, and you can see this is the all GitHub campus in the last 6 7 years. So they have very limited amount of people, and Sydney, I would say there are three people in the Sydney at this moment. So I think more of the people from the India and Latin America right now. But yeah, so this is all point. So you can get to see interact with these people from different part of the world. You can even interact with the previous GitHub campus expert. Now, how you can apply for it? It's very straightforward. Everything is documented well enough in the GitHub docs. So in order for you to apply, you need to make sure that you tick few of the boxes. So for a few things, this is like you must be 18 years old and you should have a GitHub for at least 6 months. And you don't really need to have some streaks or contribution, but yeah, be enrolled in any formal higher education, and 1 year should be left before you graduate, and not to be enrolled in GitHub Campus Advisor program. That's a different program which they do. Now, once you be a GitHub Campus Expert, you will be having a highlights over here, GitHub Campus Expert badge available for that particular duration of time where you are a GitHub Campus Expert. All right. So now there is one more condition before you start applying for the Campus Expert. You need to make sure that you have the student developer pack activated. So this is how it looks like. I will be providing the links to you in the comment box. So you have to sign up for the student developer pack. And with this pack, what you will be getting is like you will be firstly verifying that you are a student, right? With the GitHub. So once you verify that, you get all this Copilot, Markdown, all the expensive softwares for free, which it really helps you to build your portfolio or whatever your skill set. So there is like n number of things is available for you. So don't just waste your time on preparing your interview at this moment, but apply for the GitHub Campus or uh, student developer pack. Now there are some places where people face in issues over here, because there will be people where they don't have enough proof to show that okay, they are belongs to this academic year. So they usually have some troubles facing. This is one of the student passed me this. So you can see he has applied for a couple of times, like 2 days back it's got denied, 2 days back it got denied. So you have to understand and reach out to the support team why it got denied or something like that. So once it got approved, you can see this thing. You will get student developer offer, you get Copilot Pro for free, and they will also set an expiry date for 1 year for you. And after that you have to renew it again, unless you are not a student. Okay, so this is a background story. This is what the backslash you will be facing when you apply for student developer pack. So once you apply for the student developer pack, you can directly come over here and click on this campus expert link. So now it will be somewhat looks like this. You can directly start your application. For me, I can't because I'm not a student developer pack is activated. So it would redirect me to the education page. For you, it would be redirecting to a different page asking a set of questions to you. So it will be having a couple of questions like briefly introduce yourself and your community, your name, role, topics it's focused on, and its duration and existence. So you have to share very much. Don't just chat GPT and share the answers to it. It has to be come from you. So they've been hiring these people for like a 7 6 years of time period. The one thing which they look for is like the belonging, the inclusivity you have in you, and the diversity. So these are the three keywords they are looking for in you as a person, as a quality. They are not looking for a people who do a lot of coding. Even if you're a beginner in GitHub and if you have a skill to teach people what you have learned in a very simple way, then that you are the right place. So briefly introduce yourself and who are you, including your name. So you should tell in such a way that okay, how you are passionate about your community, what you've been doing, rather than explaining you're studying bachelor's. No, they are not looking for your studies. They are looking for the skills that you have in you. So whatever you type, even the simple words, just make sure that everything is related to open source and the contribution which is happening throughout. Now, there is another thing called share details about the events your community have organized in the past year. Please provide links to your community online presence where you can further. So even if you have not owned a community, if you have worked with any of the community, for example, Google developer groups or something where you have done enough contribution, then this is one of the things which they are looking for. These are the main criteria of the initial selection, right? So they look for how big your community was. They look for what the role you have done, irrespective of whether you create a logo or whatever it is, doesn't matter. So they are looking for what kind of contribution you have done. So try to answer in sort analysis way. So you should explain in star method. You should explain your subject, and you should explain the task which you have done, and you should explain your achievements, and you should explain the result. So everything should be quantitative. So for example, if I say that I managed a community called Anthropedia in 2017 and collaborated with Google Assistant, and we conducted an event with around 200 people, and we made around maybe 180 applications in one single day. So this is kind of having what you have try to achieve, what you have done, and you are stating that with a quantitative answer, right? So this is one thing, one main skill set they are looking for. Then the third question you have is like, can you tell about the time when you took the lead in your community to address a challenge? Please share the outcome and how would you leverage your experience and resource provided by GitHub Campus Support Program to handle current or future obstacles. So they are providing you student developer pack, and you will be also eligible for the GitHub shop. If you don't know what is GitHub shop, so if you go to the GitHub shop, it would more or look like something like this. So you can get all the goodies, swag. So if you are a GitHub Campus expert, I think they will ship up to 3 t-shirt and a lot of couple of stickers and or monetary fund for like $1,000 or something for per event. So these are the few things which they help you to get it. So how you gonna use this? So what will be your motivation to use these kind of things? So this is a question they've been asking over there. So you should explain in such a way that there are people who hesitant to code or come to open source, but you will be using this as a motivation for them to come forward and learn something, and so the reward will be helping for them to achieve something great. All right, and there are like other GitHub Campus Expert swags you will be getting when you sign in for the student developer pack. So you should explain that you will be using the name cheap for building a website where people from all around the world can come in and understand GitHub in a very simple way. And you will be creating videos, and you will be posting that. So GitHub Pro will be helpful, and all these things GitHub Copilot. So this is a keyword they will be looking for. How are you using AI? Because in the future there will be less graduate roles will be needed. So everything will be replaced by GitHub Copilot, and they've been pushing that for like a pretty long time right now. So you should explain whatever you answer with the Copilot. How, with the use of AI, can you can help to get more people and make your task much more easier. So make sure that the keywords like GitHub Copilot, diversity, inclusion, and belonging is there in your application form. So once you apply for this is how you get. This is how the process looks like. Um, you will just get a notification like, okay, a Canvas Expert application has been received. So this is my Canvas Expert application in 2021. So once this has been done, they will be saying that okay, congratulations, part one has been successful. Now part two, you need to record yourself a video. Now if you look into the application over here, submit a video resume. So it should be very formal. It should be have a good setup, I would say, lightning, a good camera, try to record in your phone, and very precise on your communication. They look for how well you orate, or how well you communicate your ideas from your brain to the other people. And they look at your screen presence. They look at a lot of other stuffs like what you do, why you are so passionate for applying for this open source community. And as I told you, 10,000 plus people apply for this organization and to this role, and they only select 98 or 90 people. So there are like different factors affects over here. So make sure that you answer that in a very particular way. So this would be one of my suggestions for you to go forward. And let me just look into my GitHub Campus Expert program over here. All right. All right. So once you get selected, so this is how. Okay. So this is how only the people they select. 8,000 people, 84 people from throughout the places, and a few of the questions will be some more like why you want to apply for the Campus Expert role, something like that, right? So it would be like a 5 minutes video you have to record. So once you record, you will be getting Google Forms on the screening video. So I think, yeah, they don't ask much of the details. So they will just tell you why you want to apply for the Campus Expert. So you just upload your video just like this. Once that is been done, maybe it will take some time for them to process it. So by in 1 month of timeline, maybe if you apply right now, this entire process will take 3 months in selection process alone. So that's why I told you this is one of the prestigious kind of expert program out there, because it takes a lot of time. They just go through who you are and what you do and everything from your background. So maintaining an open source contribution is one of the important things right over here. So once this is done, you will get an onboarding invitation just like this. And also it also comes with a goodie. So this is how your onboarding invitation looks like, right? And it will be having other things. And once you get selected, you will get goodies by December. So if you apply now, the first stage will be completed by September. Then in September, you will be getting an email for the video thing, and in October, you will be getting confirmation whether you got selected. And by November, December, by the place where you are located at, the swags will be shipped. And this is how mostly the swags looks like. And this is the expert bags and stickers, bags, t-shirt, hoodies, everything will be there in the same place. So it is a very exciting opportunity for you to go and explore yourself being a campus expert. So this is how the entire process of being a campus expert looks like. And if you have any doubts, let me know. And I would suggest, if you are really curious to get into it, I would suggest start being in an open source platform right now. Start doing some simple contribution. For example, if you want to, you can join my GitHub organization over here. So you can join this organization by clicking on the join Recode Hive organization. And there is like a website I'm currently working on. For example, you can add some tutorials. So this is how the website looks like. SQL. So you can add some Python or SQL tutorial, or you can correct any spelling mistake if you're a beginner. So this way you can be in a community and you can talk about your perspective, even if you have not been any part of community, or even if you're not led any community. So you have around 3 months of time to build your community, or build or work in a community. So they don't really look at whether you're building a community. They look at how collaborative you are, right? So how you fit inside a community. So if you would like to work, this is like a data community out there, so you can just come here and work with here. So this is like a very pretty straightforward. And if you want to learn GitHub from the scratch, you can utilize these tutorials on how to improvise your GitHub profile and how to get most out of it. So this is how it looks like. And let me know your thoughts and if you have any doubts on your application. So it's very straightforward proper process. Maybe if you need further videos on clarifying how to answer some specific questions,